Alright, so this is the reproductive and fetal development model tour, and we're going to start with the fetal development. And in the fetal development, these are probably going to be the 6 models that will be used, so you know. They're very similar, just some color variations, and this one is very particular because it has one of the structures that is on none of the other models, so we'll make sure that we point that out. So first of all, you need to know the difference between an embryo and a fetus. And the embryo is in the earlier stages of development, usually within the first 20 weeks, and then we later get into the fetal development. So if I was to ask you between the embryo and the fetus, just for clarity, these, which represent the 3rd month of gestation, would be the fetus. Okay, versus the first few weeks here, which they're showing you here, would be the embryo. Okay, so embryo, embryo, fetus, fetus. I wouldn't recognize these two as being the fetus or the embryo, just for clarity. Okay, the next thing that is on the list is the yolk sac. The yolk sac is only present in this model, and it's this little yellow area right here in the model. And the yolk sac is next to the amnion. The amnion is the innermost layer, and it's this pink line here on this model. And then here it would be the white. Here we see how it is expanding and growing. This is the white amnion here. Here it's this lighter pink, and it's very clear right here. Now next to the amnion is the chorion layer. And the chorion layer in both sets of model is this thicker red layer. Here, here, here,
On the outside?
here. This one right here,
okay.
The thicker red. Alright. Umbilical cord. Umbilical cord connects the fetus to the placenta, and we're going to see that over here. So the placenta is being represented here. It is a differentiation of the chorion later in development. We'll talk about that in lecture. So this purple area right here is the placenta, and this brown area right here is the placenta. And this is more accurate in that the placenta is actually a brown color in real life. And then the umbilical cord connects the fetus to the placenta, and we're seeing it here in this white structure and this pink structure here. Okay, now in addition with these reproductive models, I may use these in terms of asking you about female anatomy. What you're seeing here is the ovaries that are located on the side. We're also seeing the uterine tube, which is the tube that extends back into the uterus. I probably won't ask you any uterine questions with these models. And we're also seeing this infundulum with the fimbriae structure right here. The fimbriae are these fan-like structures that cover over the ovary that goes up into the infundulum to connect to the uterine tube. Okay, so that is it for the developmental models. Moving on, we have the male model right here. And in the male anatomy, I'm going to come over here. There are these 2 models that are going to probably be used.
Starting a video?